This past week, I decided to film an assortment of very random bits and bobs from each day, with more content from some days than others. Sit back, relax, and enjoy these insights into the minimal things I've been able to do, and fingers crossed you're able to keep up with the sporadic nature of how I operate and think, portrayed through my GoPro lens. Hasta luego! Also, this is the first voiceover that I've actually done, so I'm quite proud of myself right now. Isn't that a cute car? Yeah, I thought so too. Go, Paulina! Woo! Where are we going?
Hi. Bagnolas. I'm going to go for a run.
What am I going to do?
You're not going to go for a run.
Just like to say, I'm a sucker for a good road trip. Even if it's 40 minutes, I'm in. What do you love?
Love driving.
Same. This is my second time driving in Girona. It's my 4th year in Girona, but only my 2nd time in a car in Girona, so I'm quite excited.
Not going far.
No, we're not going far, just 20k, but it's nice to see things from a different perspective out here. Oh! Look at that yellow.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Spring is here. Doing well.
Hi.
Keep it up. Keep going. Awesome work.
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Small scale.
Just Ellen recommendation.
We have a Tommy's Liquid Green here.
Now we've just replaced one green food with another. What do we have here?
We have the green salad. And look at that beautifully poached egg on the side.
Yeah, it looks simply divine. It's just a bowl of health and wellness. This is my favourite salad in Girona. Your favourite salad in Girona?
My favourite salad in Girona.
Shit,
You've
that's
heard
a
it
bit cool,
here.
guys.
Yes.
Get onto it. What is this?
It's a juju.
Juju. Recommended.
Juju, recommended. Chocolate-filled goodies.
So I spent the afternoon balancing out nutritious leaves and Catalan pastries, and afterwards I tried to sneak into Neve's apartment to celebrate her birthday, but unfortunately I wasn't as stealth as I thought I was. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and coming back for round 2. It's currently Tuesday morning here in Girona, and actually it's a bit of a grey day. I'm not feeling that motivated to go outside really, and I'm feeling quite content just hanging out in my apartment, having a bit of a inside morning. It's currently 9:47 and I have the mocha pot on, ready to go. Coffee is on its way soon. And I also have the breakfast of champions in the microwave awaiting me. The Wheat Bix. Just need to add the toppings, spruce it up a little bit. If the All Blacks have it, then it must be good for me. I have 4 Wheat Bix. Comment down below how many Wheat Bix you have if you like to have Wheat Bix. That tends to be a bit of a contentious subject, a point of discussion. So I go with 4, I think that's a nice amount, but if you'd like to let me know how many you have or challenge me to maybe having 5 or 6, then feel free. She's gonna blow. This is my Wheat Bix decoration station. Got some kiwi fruit, some peach, some strawberries, pumpkin seeds, my absolute favourite. Some bee pollen, it's a little bit bougie of me. Some peanut butter And also my favourite yogurt, thanks Neve Bradbury for getting me onto this, the YoPro banana peanut butter. So I'm just sitting down to have my breakfast of champions now, aka the mighty Wheat Bix. Got my coffee as well. Cheers, hope you like my Girona mug. I've got a solid bowl of carbohydrates here because obviously I have got a massive day planned and I need all the energy I can get. So starting with the most important meal of the day. Also got some peanut butter for some healthy fats and some protein in the yogurt, also a little bit of protein in the peanut butter, and then just some fruit just for health and nutrition and vitamins and all that jazz. So just eagerly awaiting the export of my first YouTube video, which obviously you would have seen by now. I've never really edited a video on proper software before, and I'm using Premiere Pro, and let me tell you, it's just been trial and error basically. I've just been learning from my mistakes, and I've been making a lot of mistakes. I've been getting punished heavily for doing the smallest of things, I would have thought. Like, I thought I was all ready to export this video at 1 AM last night, and then it said that the media files were missing and I had to go back and find all the videos and plop them back in again. So if there's anyone who wants to give me Premiere Pro lessons, then yeah, feel free. I've got plenty of time, so we can hang out, do some editing together, that would be great. But it says it's got 7 minutes and 32 seconds to go, so I can't really afford to make some of those mistakes again, otherwise I'm actually just going to lose my mind. That's going to be me soon. Or maybe this one. I'm going to have some lunch now, and then I think I will wander to the swimming pool. The thing is, I have to be quite physically fresh and prepared because it's going to be like an aquathon. I'm going to walk to the swimming pool, then I'm going to swim, and then I'm going to walk back. So 1 kilometre, and then maybe 30 minutes, hour swimming, I'm not too sure, and then 1 kilometre back. It's basically like a triathlon without the bike. So I'm just freshening up on the couch right now, and then have some lunch, get carved up, and then hopefully I'll be ready to go. Hello everyone, little update for you. First leg of the triathlon with no bike / aquathon complete. I've made it to the GAEG, the G-E-I-E-G. I'm not quite sure on the lingo, I'm not a triathlete, so I don't know what people call it here. But anyway, I've made it to the swimming pool. It's a little bit misty and foggy and quite damp underfoot, so on crutches, that's just simply a recipe for disaster. But I've managed to tread carefully, so it hasn't been so treacherous, but I've just had to be very careful and make sure that I haven't had any major crashes along the way. But yeah, so far so good. I've made it here in one piece. I'm not too sure how much of the swim leg I'll be able to film for you because obviously cameras and swimming pools, they don't really go too well together, and it's not really a great move to bring out the GoPro at the public swimming pool. I don't really want anyone to get the wrong idea when they see me with a camera, if you know what I mean. Outfit of the day. Do I look like a swimmer with these massive shoulders and the deformed collarbone? The essentials for a cripple. Solid start right there. I'll put the link to my Strava activity here or down in my bio, so be sure to check that out and give me some kudos. That would be fabulous. Thanks. Reporting from the poolside right now. just finished my swim and it was quite lovely actually. As soon as I jumped in and did the first few strokes, I was thinking to myself, this is actually really nice. And then I got 25 meters down the lane and my arms just started to burn. And that was just the theme for the rest of the 1500 meters really, but I'm pleased with that. That's a good start. 30 minutes in the pool and didn't seem to have any adverse effects on my hip, which is nice, unless the metalwork inside starts to go rusty in a few days time, but we'll find that out in due course. I think it's watertight anyway, my hip, so I don't think any chlorine or any pool water snuck in there. So that's good. I'll stop that joke now. I thoroughly enjoyed that actually. I'm looking forward to coming back maybe in a couple of days time. I feel like I might have some real DOMs in my arms after today. This is going to be a bit of a shock to the system. My favourite part of going swimming is when you get to do this and get all the water out of your ears. It's just such a satisfying feeling. I really stopped to think about the fact that you actually swim on the right hand side of the lane in Europe. Whereas the last time I did lane swimming would have been in New Zealand, and all I've known is to stay on the left hand side of the lane, and that's just what I started doing. And I swear the people who started with me in the lane, they thought I was drunk. But then I had the lane to myself, so I guess it worked out in the end, didn't it? That was quite a good tactic. I just got back, so I'm making myself a little afternoon snack. And don't get me wrong, I really do like ginger. I do enjoy a bit of spice on my Weet-Bix, but there is such thing as too much of a good thing. And I think that I may have gone a little bit overboard there. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to rescue this situation, but... Also, I'm going to have a glass of chocolate oat milk because for every 100 mils of this, it has 120 milligrams of calcium, which is actually pretty good. And the ingredients are very healthy as well. Just note the ginger over there. Oh, I just had a really bad patch of ginger. I thought I managed to brush most of it off. I'll eat some more and see if that makes it better. Good night. You're not going to hear anything else from me today. I'm very distraught. I just dropped my happy little Vegemite mug straight out of the dishwasher onto the bench. This kitchen has had many victims thanks to me and my clumsiness. I'm just sick of it. I feel like crying. Why couldn't it have been one of the shitty IKEA mugs? Why did it have to be the Vegemite one that I brought over from New Zealand because it was a Christmas present? Bloody hell. Hi, welcome to Tuesday. We're still just mourning over our fallen friend. Also, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was thinking, bloody hell, what have I done to myself? I feel atrocious. And then I realised that the DOMs from swimming were just beginning to hit me, and this morning, oh, really bad. For someone that has to get around using their arms predominantly, it's going to be a tough day. While eating my bagel, I've just come to the realisation that I said Tuesday, but actually it's Wednesday. This is what happens when you've got a broken hip and it's Groundhog Day and every day merges into one another. Also, my mum just sent me a message and said that maybe my DOMs aren't actually from swimming, they're just from holding a selfie stick. That's food for thought, I guess.
Get away from me with that thing.
What fantastic weather we have today. If you know, you know. This stuff is the absolute goods.
Is the gap back to La Bruce? There's the
Paulina on the break again. She's making this a regular thing on my vlog.
Gap is coming down now, 35 seconds, so it is still on. And Amanda Spratt now contributing to the chase for Team Bike Exchange.
I was supposed to be at this race. It's Thursday. So this is my outfit of the day. I'm wearing my glow-in-the-dark shorts. So I've taken you downstairs to where the light bulb is out to show off my shorts. And now I'll turn one of the light bulbs on. So yeah, they're not glow-in-the-dark anymore. I'm also wearing my Nike Waffle Racer 1 because I move around pretty fast these days, so I need some good racing footwear. And yeah, I've just got a simple H&M grey knitted jumper on today. My lion jumping through the hoop necklace, which is always on. And yeah, back to the shorts. They're from Huffer, if you're wondering. If you want your own pair of glow-in-the-dark shorts, then go to Huffer, New Zealand brand. It's from Karen Walker because I'm a basic New Zealand gal. I'm just doing my standard walking route around Girona at the moment. It normally encompasses a few cafes because I like to try and see people that I know and just annoy them. I'm always up for a yarn right now because I'm not really on too much of a time schedule. I also forgot to mention in my outfit of the day my hashtag sponsor correct can you use that, which is just excellent when you can't use your hands and also when you're just going around the kitchen and you want to move things from place to place. That's a really appropriate t-shirt for me. It's Friday today, but it's not just any Friday, it's Good Friday. And we all know what that means, hot cross buns. So I thought I'd do a little cooking demonstration on how to make some hot cross buns, but like all good chefs, I have prepared a little something earlier. One moment, please. Grink, 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 grink.
Life can be beautiful if you let it be. Tell yourself it's bad. Look up, do you see the sunlight? Hold on, does somebody love you? You know trouble's always gonna be there. Away from the words unspoken. Coast to coast, going through the motions on.
Big dough mama pre-rise and after rise. And then all the little dough babies. Aw, aren't they cute? With crosses too. Would you just take a look at those buns in the oven? These bad boys. So once you've got these precious little babies out of the oven, all you've got to do now is get some cutlery out, get some plates, invite some friends over, make sure you've got butter because ideally you want butter with a little bit of hot cross bun, not the other way around. You want lashings of it on there. And then after that, you can serve up breakfast, Friday breakfast, just like that. Bob's your uncle. So I had a lovely hot cross bun brunch. Oof, that's a tongue twister and a half. Try saying that 10 times. Lovely brunch with Neve and Baz. The hot cross buns were delicious. And then I went to physio for some massage and shoulder exercises. And then I went to the swimming pool, as you can see. It was an absolute battle, even though I'm smiling, but my arms were so dead. I've had too many arm days in a row, so it was just catching up on me. So after that, I went into eco mode just to hold myself upright to limp home. But conveniently, I had no food in the house, so I went out for lunch, which was really nice. But I'm sorry, can we please acknowledge how stingy one piece of bread for that large omelette is? I was not impressed. And then I walked back, but Girona is absolutely heaving with people at the moment, as you can see. Just people everywhere, so I was quite exhausted by the time I got back. Went, sat down, watched some races, had a chocolate milk and a hot cross bun, and I was pretty cooked. That was me for the day. I wanted to get an early night, but somehow stayed up until well past midnight, which I blame on the parades that were going past every 10 minutes. It was just an absolute cacophony out there. Good Good morning everyone. Saturday's come around again. I probably look like something that the cat's dragged in because most nights I haven't been going to bed before midnight and that's starting to creep up on me, and I'm thinking I really need to fix that habit. But that's that. I thought it would be a good time to wrap up the video now, seeing as we've done another week and I don't want this dragging on too long. You've seen enough random snippets from my life. But I thought I would show you, before this video ends, I thought I would show you what I actually do in between these random activities, which is actually a lot more serious than you may think. I spend a lot of time on my laptop doing university and work for a company in New Zealand, so I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of that basically, just so you can see that I'm not all fun and games and that it's not just all swimming in cafes and doing random shit. I do actually have some productivity in my life as well, so I thought that would be important to show. So a fun fact that not everyone knows about me is that I am a part-time student at Massey University in New Zealand, and I'm one paper away from finishing my Bachelor of Agri-Commerce, majoring in food marketing and retailing. Yes, it's a bit of a mouthful, just let it sink in. Whenever I tell people what I study, I can just slowly begin to see the cogs turning around in their brain, and then they make noises like, "Ah, nice, interesting." Because on the surface it seems like quite a random degree, and one would probably think that I just chose it in a moment of desperation and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And that's partially correct, but I've come to really like it now. I love food marketing. I love supermarkets and discovering the latest consumer trends, seeing the food trends that are coming out, the latest products. I'm all about it. It sounds really nerdy, but it's just, yeah, it's right up my alley. I love being creative in a marketing and advertising sense, and also just in my everyday life, as you've probably picked up in this video. I like to think a little bit more out of the box. So I really like marketing and advertising and everything that encompasses that, and it just so happens that my degree is focused on food marketing, not anything else, just food. I don't really have any interest or desire to work for a company that isn't a food company actually, and food businesses are some of the biggest in the world, and everyone's got to eat, and they'll always be there, and food always needs to be marketed, so it's definitely not as niche as it seems, but I always still feel self-conscious when I tell people what I study. Just had to have a quick interlude while I got my hot cross buns out of the toaster, and oh my word, they're like molten lava cakes. They're so hot. Whew. Anyway, back to the discussion. My university studies are eventually leading me to a degree in food marketing. So I have one paper left to complete, which I'll do next semester. So as a prerequisite to be able to do the final paper of my degree, I had to complete a second block of work experience. So as part of my degree, there are 2 blocks of work experience. So I'd completed the first one, but I was yet to complete the second one. So I started that in December with a fantastic company in New Zealand called Otis Oat Milk, which, as the name suggests, is an oat milk company. And I've been working with them ever since, basically. And then I just had to turn my mocha pot off, so now I have my Vegemite mug again. But yeah, I've been doing work experience with Otis since December, and that's been really cool. I do random bits and bobs from newsletters, social media, blog posts, emails, just general admin, whatever needs to be done. Any odd job that needs to be done can get flicked my way. And that's been a really nice use of my time recently. When I haven't had the cycling going on, I've been able to just tinker away at that a little bit more. I really love doing work for Otis because it's the sort of company that I'd love to work for in the future. It's a really forward-thinking, modern, just cool brand really, and an excellent group of people behind the scenes. So that's been really fun and enjoyable to be able to do my work experience and actually continue it on with a company like that. And since I've been doing my work experience with Otis, I've learned a lot about oat milk and recycling and sustainability and the effects of agriculture on the environment. So if anyone wants to know anything about that stuff, I'm a bit of a self-proclaimed oat milk and all other aspects expert now. So if you want to know something, I'm your gal, hit me up. That's what I've been doing when I haven't been filming weird things on my GoPro. And I've also been doing my university study because although I only have one paper left, I've decided to do a couple of other papers just for fun on the side. So at the moment I'm doing a Spanish paper and I'm doing a communications paper. I think this is the 6th or 7th Spanish paper that I've taken, but I can still barely string a sentence of Spanish together when I'm talking to somebody. It's a little bit embarrassing because when I graduate from my Bachelor of Agri-Commerce, I'll then be able to apply for a diploma in arts, majoring in Spanish, because I've done so many Spanish papers yet. Yet I'm really bad at speaking it. I can read a little bit, I can write, but speaking and listening is so difficult. So I'll probably do a bit more Spanish study next week. So at least I can be a respectable holder of a Spanish qualification. I can actually walk the walk as well as talk the talk. So that's what else I have going on really. I have my Otis oat milk internship or work experience, and then I have 2 other university papers on the side that I'm doing, a communications paper and the Spanish paper, and then next semester I'll be able to do the final paper for my Bachelor of Agribusiness, and then I'll be able to graduate, which will be very exciting. Then I'll be fully qualified in food marketing, as you will try and work out what that actually is. Oh, would you look at that? I've switched directions from this side to this side. Thank you very much for staying tuned up until this point. I'm going to head off to the market now once I've had some more hot cross buns for breakfast. Okay, it's time to bring this video to a close. So thanks for sticking around, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Ella Harris, over and out.
Like and subscribe to this, whatever this is.